world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. Here we go for round one. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Neither fighter willing to slow down. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Both men step back for just a moment. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
All the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook just can't find the target. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Another scoring shot there. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he scores with the counter. Punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
There There's the bell to start round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Missing with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. The game plan. Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. I guess showboating is part of their plan. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. He missed with that jab. Good counter punch. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Finally. And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Straight right just misses. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that hook misses. Doesn't land. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last one. 7, here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on point.
Klitschko! Oh my word! How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. A lot of effort being exerted here. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be... And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Those counter punches have to hurt. So much firepower here. Jab misses. Shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nobody home with that hook. There's a counter shot. That uppercut doesn't land. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken. A beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Joe Calzaghe. Here comes the pride of Wales. One of the best fighters. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time light heavyweight champion of the world.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They blocked the left there. No defense for that hook. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Blocks the jab. Well done with that counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Got out of the way of that right hook. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Watch the straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just as quickly as the action slows down and heats back up. Good counter punching. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the straight left. And he misses with that straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Okay, focus. Get back out there. Focus.
And box.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. switching off now. I can see you switching off. Right, you've got this.
Let's go.
Carry your attacks. Look at me. Look at me.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
You all right? Big, deep breaths.
And time.
Okay, now you're switching off. All right, I can see you switching off. Focus, center. You're better than this.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. Good job, good job, good. Gone. Come on, focus. You just need to recenter. That was a bad round. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done so much better before. Just forget that round. That's in the past. You're already on the level ground. Just get ahead.
Bye.
That's it. When she comes at you, she throws a jab. Slip. Left hook. Focus. Once you get back out there,
Do your business.
and relax. Come on, calm. All right.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay? That's good work. Keep doing what you're doing. This is good work. That's it. You're winning the round. Nothing stupid. Next time.
Okay, you're switching off now. I can see you switching off. Right, you've got this. Focus.
Let's fight. That's it. When she comes at you, she throws a jab. Slip, left hook.
Hey, you need to pick it up. You need to pick it up. She's winning the round.
Now counter her mistakes. Make her miss. Make her pay. Now start countering. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Do you still want to fight?
Okay, now you're switching off. All right, I can see you switching off. Focus.
Let's do it. obey. One, two,